Howdy everybody, it is me, Sam, the man who types, and then stuff happens. How is everybody doing today? There's a lot of you turning out these days, that's awesome. I'm glad I scared you. I hope you opened it in a different tab for the 20 minutes I made you wait, and then there's just me suddenly. That's my goal in life, is to scare people by being in a different tab. Cool. So I got a couple of things I want to work on today, but as usual, we'll do a little recappy thing. Where do I switch the scene? It's on this. I really need to. We say this every time I need to set up hotkeys, but I never will. And then it's gonna go black until I change this thing because it resets every time for some reason. Then I press this button. Bam! Howdy everybody. I'm so surprised you're still only on triple digit subs. We're getting there. We're getting towards the 1k, which is exciting stuff. I just found this model, looks amazing. Keep up the good work. Thank you, thank you. Who else here is a communist? Nobody. And that's pretty much it. Maestro says Pog. Give us a dirty poggers in the chat. Anyway, so I've been doing work on the mansion. So I mention this every time I show the mansion, but every single block in this thing is placeholder. It will change. This is just literally the configurations I did for testing. I got Max working on those. He started kind of working on those yesterday, or at least I showed him how to make them yesterday, because I finally got roofs finished, which are complicated beasts that still sometimes break and I need to fix. So if you're new here, you might not have seen the mansions. We post them in our Discord, and I've been on streams in the past. So we're doing a mansion rework. Not going to give all the details about them yet because they're still very early, but they're very obvious. So you basically have to show them off every time because they're just in the background. So I got the roofs working. Pretty much, they do roofy things. There's no entrance yet either, so you have to bust your way in. Hey, look, mobs. There's lots of mobs in them. Shouldn't happen. Man, there's just lots of boulders. So yeah, they're very basic. They don't have anything in them at the moment. They're literally for testing. They got big old towers. And that's pretty much it. And they got gardens. And there's lots of rocks. There's not meant to be lots of rocks, but there's apparently lots of rocks. This isn't even a garden, this is just surrounded walls. Cool. So they're very work in progress. Don't worry about them yet. If you haven't seen the boulders, which we're not happy with how these are at the moment. So we got this mesmerite, which is a new block, comes in polish and stuff. And you'll notice these crystals. We don't like how these boulders look at the moment, so I think we're working on something for that. But these crystals, they're kind of similar to amethyst, if you see the 1.17 stuff coming up. But you know, they're not going to grow. They just are what they are. If I go to time set night, they'll turn on. They take time to turn on. And then time set day, they'll turn back off. So that's something they do for decoration purposes. They will drop. Where's this? Lunite shards, or you can silk touch these up, of course. I'm just gonna answer some questions in chat. Do you plan on adding a new type of pillager? Maybe. You doing anything else besides the mansion rework? Yep. Do you make the structures with structure blocks? Yes. So these are made with structure blocks. There's also jigsaw blocks. If you look at our Badlands devlog video, we talk about jigsaw blocks a bit. These aren't used in this one. Jigsaw blocks are good for organic layouts. The Bastions also use them, but they're a bit crazy. This is just pure math and code and stuff. It's like a time-based light without a daylight sensor. Yeah. So these drop these Lunite shards. These are called Lunite clusters, which you'll get from. Then you can use them in this altar. So this altar, it's kind of like an enchanting table. It does enchanting table stuff. Made out of crying obsidian, it'll use some lunite, all that sort of stuff. You'll find it in the mansions most likely as well. So what these do, if I grab a diamond sword, sorry if you've seen this by the way, but there's always lots of new people, so it's good to... Also, if I do enchantments with sharpness, 5, and let's say unbreaking, 3. So that's the max levels of sharpness and unbreaking is 5 and 3, so I can put an enchanted item in here, and then put in a lunite shard. It does its thing, it takes some time. This is enough spoilers for me, love you. Yeah, if you don't want spoilers, not the best place to be. So then, once it's done, you'll see that sharpness has gone up to 6, unbreaking still 3, and it's added a curse on, so it adds a curse of vanishing. So adding a bunch of different curses, but this will increase one of your enchantments by 1, and add a curse. Then you can't recurse this or anything, it's kind of stuck how it is. So, that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, it increases an enchantment. It's kind of balanced, I think. Everything's still work in progress, of course. So that's the obvious stuff. So last time we did work on these guys, the rootlings. So we might be able to find some. We're pretty careful. We try not to spoil everything. Like I don't think we're going to talk about the mansion much until release. Can I find any of these guys? Doesn't look like it. These guys will spawn in here. They have different colours now. They got different facial hair. They got stuff. They look pretty cool. If I grab some shears, bloop, 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 bloop. So I'll give you various different coloured petals. These can be crafted into the corresponding dye. So that's another way to get dyes. If you're in survival mode, they run away from your shears, and it's quite funny. Look at them go. But if I grab some bone meal, where's one? Get Sean. They also follow you if you're holding bone meal because they like it because you can grow. This guy's not following me. There we go. Because you can grow them back. Bam. They give you a random flower on top each time. This guy does not want to grow. There we go. Cool. They're pretty cool. If I grab a hoe, I'll grab some water just because why not? Don't actually need it for this. And then some rootling seeds. You can plant them, and then you can grow them. So you can't breed them normally. When you kill them, they'll drop 1 to 2 seeds. It's like a crop, basically. Like they're a living crop, is basically the idea. What do you use to make these mods? Java programming, really. I use IDEA as my IDE. We use Blockbench for entity models and block models. We use... What else do we use? We use Ace Sprite for textures. Just whatever works, really. Will bees be attracted to them? We did talk about having bees. Oh, they also jump at each other. Like they do a little belly dance sometimes, like that. They also follow mobs. They got a few behaviors. They're quite interesting. They're quite cool. Yeah. So that's rootlings. I don't think there's anything else too exciting. They'll drop this bulbous root, which you can roast up and eat. Should also do a couple of other things. Yeah, that's pretty much. There's more, but you know, join our Discord and have a look. I can't recap everything. Oh, there's also these trees. If you haven't noticed, these need some tweaks still, but they look pretty good. They sort of break up the flatness. So we're going to be working on a new feature today. Oh man, there's a lot of crystals on that. These boulders are going to change. I really don't like these boulders. There's a rabbit. I made rabbits and foxes spawn in here as well, which I think fits. Okay, so we're going to work on a feature. So this feature is to do with baby animals. So people love their baby animals. They're young, they're cute, but there's no way to keep them. So I'm gonna make a thing that lets you keep them as a baby. Yeah. So you could keep your baby pigs, you keep your baby tadpoles. There's no way to keep tadpoles currently because they'll just grow up eventually. So if you want this in your fish tank forever and don't want it to turn into a frog, huh? Is that a good idea? Too bad, I'm doing it anyway. So if we switch to boring mode, hello? It's not that boring. There we go. Then we're gonna add a new item, and we're gonna do that. So, what's the best way to do this? Let's add a new item. I'm just gonna shove it in here at the moment. Stunt powder equals new stunt powder item. Cool, create that class. So shove that in the item package. Cool. So that's made an item. Now we need to make it do something. So to do that, I need to find out how baby animals work because I did no research before the stream. So we're gonna dive into the Minecraft code, which is somewhere. That's the fabric networking. Don't need that. There it is. Right. So entity. So is it just animals, or is it? Or is it passive entities? Forced age. What's forced age? Age? As breeding age, grow up. If I is greater than 0, I equals 0. What? When does that get called? In vanilla, you can set a command block that modifies MBT data to age needed. That's basically what I'm doing, but in the code. There is a cat trying to get out of my door, so I'm going to let him out 1 second. Hi, I'm back. I let a cat out. You're welcome, cat. So I think I need to look. Yeah, look at this. So if it's a baby, what's eat do? What? Oh, that's when you're interacting with them. So I want like on a tick or something. Live cat reveal for 800 subs. Maybe. He's on my Twitter somewhere, probably. How does this work? Where's the things I want? Tick movement, is it in here? If I is less than 0, I++ set breeding age. Okay. So I think it's if their breeding age is less than 0, they're a baby. So there is baby. If the breeding age. So I just got to. I'm just gonna mix into this and set an MBT tag. I think. Is that the best way to? No, actually, I had a. Yeah. Okay, good. Got it. I know how I'm doing this. So this is on passive entity. I also gotta be careful of things that don't actually breed. So that's parrots and what else doesn't breed? Rootlings don't. But that's fine. I can check that. So we're gonna add a passive entity mixin. So what a mixin does is basically inserts code into like the game's code. They're fancy. I don't understand how they work, but they're fancy. I know how to use them though. At equals at head method equals is baby cancelable equals true. Private void is baby callback info returnable boolean. We can add a has your cat actually caught something yet instead of making use of the birds that die by flying against the window? Yes, he has, and it's actually really annoying. What are you working on, mate? Just came here. So we're working on a item that you'll use it on a baby animal, and then it won't grow up. So you can keep baby animals. You should do planes for the next update. They're pretty plain, right? Isn't that the point? We've got some ideas for planes. I don't think planes is going to be a massive update because, as you said there, they are meant to be boring. We're thinking the next update's going to be a small one as well, just to give us a bit of a break. Private boolean is stunted. Let's just make sure that's false. F is stunted. CBI.set return value true. Cool. That should basically do it, I think. Inject at equals at. Let's just go return on this one. Method equals write custom data. So this is where we're writing custom data in, basically, to save it. Private void write custom to tag. What does this have? Just a compound tag. That's fine. I missed the C when I was copying that. Where's my partner? Max is at work, I assume. I didn't ask him. Tag dot. Put boolean is stunted to is. So if you're all familiar with MBT, if you're familiar with MBT at all, this is basically how it's read and write. Kind of, we just put it in things like this. That's not what I wanted to put. Read custom data from tag. I'll set the callback info. So I'm gonna do a check here. If tag dot contains is stunted is stunted equals tag dot get boolean is not is student. I can't spell. There we go. Potion of you should turn mobs into baby mobs. Maybe something like that would be cool. I love how much you streamline me can be able to do, really. Love if they redid the Savannah. I think Savannah will be a cool update. I think we have some ideas for that as well. Cool. I'm gonna make an interface here. I'm gonna call it stuntable. I'm just gonna put that in. Then I'm just gonna put an util. So it'll just make. What is this song? I don't know if you guys can hear the song, so you should be able to. But there's a man talking to me, and I don't like that because I said lyricless. Implement that method. Bam. Is stunted. Return. Is stunted. Right, that just makes it easier for me later. Cool. So that's that set up in theory. Interact. No? What is it? Mob? Entity? Use on entity. That's what I wanted. Right, so this is where we need to do our checking. So we'll go if entity instance of passive entity, not passive entity, mix it. So if it's a passive entity, that's our first step. Can't hear the song? Yeah, that's fine. I don't know why that music doesn't come through. Well, we're working on an item that will basically keep baby animals as babies. If entity dot is baby is probably the best way to do it. So you check if it's already a baby when we use this. If entity is a baby, we can go stuntable entity dot. No, I need to change it. I need to add a set stunted in here. Do that. Tundra might be a good small one, maybe. It's quite empty though, so it might need a lot to do. What mod do you love or hate the most? I don't really have any strong feelings about any. I like I like it when people try out new mods instead of just playing the same 6 mods that they've played for 10 versions. Like, there's interesting mods out there that no one uses for no particular reason. So just make sure the server does this. Entity.world.is client. That should basically work in theory. I'm just going to add a model really quick so it's not a big block and annoys me. Let's make it look like bat wings. Stunt powder. It can look like bat wings for now. I gotta restart the game. Cool. So in theory this should work, but if you've watched these streams before, nothing ever works first time. Yeah, Quark's just like a general vanilla improvement mod. I quite like Quark. Could Dream have cheated by renaming a weird mod that changes Blade Drop? No, there's much easier ways of doing that. You can, it's very easy to do in any, like, several ways without being traceable. Like, you can make a mod that, like, doesn't appear on any mod list. Like, it's not that hard. It requires a little bit of work, but you could. You could edit the jar file itself. You could modify sodium, as you said. You could halt reload in the data packs or something. I don't know. There's lots of ways to cheat if you want to cheat. I gotta switch scene. I think all in all, it doesn't matter. Would you ever consider adding a new boss to one of the biomes? It's not out of the question. If we think it fits, we probably will. The thing about the Wither is you can build it wherever you want. And the thing about the Ender Dragon is you have to specifically go to like a stronghold and then go through. There's a fox. A couple of foxes actually. You have to go to a stronghold to fight it, then go to the end. So I don't know if there's a good place to put one. Right. I don't know the best way to test this. I think I've got an idea. So if we get a baby sheep, and this guy can go away. Stunt powder, my Batwing stunt powder. What happened? Did my game crash? Did I crash the game? I crashed the game. The game has crashed. That's an interesting. Why don't I go back to the screen? What crashed? Oh, it didn't crash. It went to a breakpoint. If anyone knows what a breakpoint is, that's slightly funny to you. What happened there? You know, it didn't crash, but I closed the game. So good. I thought a breakpoint crashed the game. Great. That was basically like a pause in your code so you can debug it. So like I literally like said pause when you get to this point, but then I forgot I did that. So it just crashed. So I gotta restart the game again. Man, this YouTube thing says we got 40 people watching, which is pretty cool. I don't know how accurate that is, but it's pretty cool. Like, I was streaming to like 3 people. Like, at one point we did like a 200 subscriber special. We had literally no one turn out. That was funny. Right, let me get back. Your favourite one's the Biome, the Mushroom Island Makeover. That's cool. We don't have a lot of people like that one the best. I don't want bat one. I want Stump Powder, which looks like a bat. Which is cool. I like. We did some tweaks to it recently. There's a few things I still want to tweak about it. Give me a pig. I can't tell if that worked. What's the best way to test if that worked? Can I put a breakpoint there? No. I didn't think this part through. What if I grab some carrots? That's cattails, not carrot. And then spam him to eat them. Forever. Until he grows up. Actually, I can put a breakpoint here. So this is the pig. Let's see, other pig. Okay, that's good, I think, because this age. Can you guys see that? Yeah, this age is 0. So normally, so he's technically not a baby by the game's normal standards. So he would grow up at this point once his age hits 0. But because I say if you're stunted, you're a baby here, that works. What if pig entity? Does it have? Will it have stunted in here? Oh, I want to assume that worked. So now you can keep baby animals. If it doesn't work, I'll fix it off stream because that will be a pain. We should do a makeover of near the biomes. Eventually, like they've just recently got their own update, so it probably won't anytime soon. Same with the end, we kind of want the Mojang to get to the end first so we have more to work off there. What do you think of Origin Realms? Origin Realms is cool. It's really impressive for a vanilla client thing. The guy asked me to work on that at one point and I didn't want to. Because I was busy with other stuff like Biome Makeover. Add a mob that is my profile picture. I can't actually see what your profile picture is, it's tiny. Hello there, Chaotic. Better End is interesting. I think it goes a bit too far in some places, but it's a cool mod. Howdy, Mixon. That's Max on his personal account. Are you at work at the moment, Mixon? Max Mixon. So yeah, if you're just joining in, we've made a stunt powder, which mostly works. Technically works. So this pig will never grow up because I right-clicked on them with this stunt powder, which looks like a Batwing. Which is good. I'm going to presume that works. That's the thing that works now. So I've got another thing to add, which is going to be slightly more complicated, I think, but it's also less hacky because I don't have to change vanilla code to make it work. He just got off and he's about to leave. Cool. So I'm going to make a new block. So if you've seen in 1.17, they got that glow lichen thing. We're going to make something similar to that, but it's just ivy, basically. So if we get vines, it's not vines, it's wines. Vines. So if we get normal vines, so vines are cool. They do viney things, so they can grow like that. If you put them in a little gap, they can go any side like this. So we basically want a block. It won't grow down. So it's so it won't hang. So like it won't hang off the edge. Like, give me that block. It won't hang off edges like this. Can you not place things underneath it? You know what I mean? How it goes down. It won't do that. Basically, ivy. So it's going to be on the side of the mansions. It might be on the side of these trees, which someone just mentioned. These are ancient oak, which is significantly darker than dark oak, which is this one here. There's like a color comparison there. These are ancient oak. They're sort of taller. They're more gnarly. They're pretty cool. Well, would they mansion be different? Yeah, this is the work in progress attempt at revamping it here. Very work in progress. As in everything will change about it, but it's technically there. Technically on a level it is there. So we're going to add another block. Now, I wasn't on the right screen, that's fine. You can still see it. So this is a complicated block, and I'm going to steal code from a future version of Minecraft to do it, because that's easier than me working out how to do it. So let's add a new block in. Let's do it here. Public static final ivy block. Ivy equals new ivy block settings. Material dot replaceable plants, is that a thing? Replaceable plants, 0. What else is there to do? No collision. Text randomly. Probably won't break instantly actually, so I'll see that's like 0.15 for now. Cool. That should add the block, so then we add the class. Accidents being block. Right. Okay, so this is complicated. If I bring up, so this is over here, future 1.17 code for that. So I'm gonna modify this and steal it. So it hasn't all been mapped, so you get like some of this stuff like field 28428, which would normally be named into something readable. So I'm gonna steal all this and then work out what it's doing. Oop. Right. So what is this? What is this doing? That's a good question. So this is getting type. What is type in this context? Direction type, okay. That's not what I meant to do. Type and type. Okay, so that's that. What does this? What does this do? Is the question. The 33369. Why does this mod have to be so good? I like to play Forge because it's more mods. You should check out, say, all of Fabric. It's very soon. Look at it soon because it's adding Biome Makeover soon. It's a good pack. It's got a lot of mods. Just check it out. Might be good. Oh, it's just true. So I don't even need that. I can get out of here then. So this can be called X directions. This could be called Z directions. Yeah, we're working on Dark Forest for this one, also known as Roofed Forest until they renamed it. If you're going to play on your favourite SMP again, Asus is referring to the vanilla server we play on. I mean, yeah. Let's do that. Stream.all match true. Is it gonna? Sure, I'll clean that up later. So this looks like it's horizontals. Add a mob that would make the Dark Forest why it's called a Dark Forest, like Mojang adds Warden's Cave. I think we're going more dark in sort of like atmosphere rather than like, I don't know. Yeah, Fabric is good for Vanilla Plus mods. So what does this do? 33373. This merges. Does it? Does it merge this? I don't know, but I'm gonna steal it. What does this do? So it collects. So I need this method. This is the boring part. This is not the fun part of working out how things work. So what does this do? So this merges states. Okay, I know what this is doing. So this is merge voxel shapes. I'll call this collect voxel shapes. Your Ivy texture is placeholder? Okay, I'll keep that in mind before I shit on it too far. So what does this do? What does this do? You hope that Forge and Fabric will be compatible one day. There's a project called Patchwork that's kind of working on it. I wouldn't bet anything on it, but there's some work doing done. The ancient wood is too big for a common tree. I don't agree. It's no bigger than like a jungle tree or a giant spruce tree, really. So what does this do? It's just basically me working out what Mojang's code does. They do need a couple of tweaks though. This will be get property for direction. Is valid direction for states. Have you guys thought about some sort of magic flower you only find in the dark forest? We probably won't do a flower because we've kind of got the crystal to kind of do that. Direction to shape. Let's make that. Do that. Okay, we're getting somewhere with this. I'm understanding what's happening. Oh, that says fire action. And that didn't spell property right. What does this do? So it returns a state once you give it a state manager? Box state equals the default state. I was going to call this create state. Is that not what it is? Oh, it's facing properties, that is direction boolean property. Is it not direction boolean property? Oh, values. So it's an iterator of the boolean properties. Yes. Good job on 750 subs. Thank you, thank you. What about the mansion? We're working on mansion overhaul. Which you can see there. Very work in progress though, don't worry about it yet. Cool. So this is collect voxel shapes. So this is shapes. Let's call it shapes. Cool, that's a good start. If I scroll down here, okay, let's steal this for a second. Facing properties, facing properties short. Oops. So once 1.17 comes out, I'm probably going to rip out most of this to just use the vanilla stuff instead of just using it myself. What's enum map? What's happening here? What do they do? Oh, I misread the code. So it's all of that, basically. Boop. That's ugly, that's fine. For now, at least. Directions equals direction.values, that's cool as well. 760 subs now. Oh wow, that's cool. I didn't realize. Cool, what's happening here? Direction to voxel shape, is it? Does that fix it? Yes, it will. Cool, okay. We get in places. We get in places. Got amend properties. I think I need that as well. Let's put that here. If this dot, so I don't need that actually. What's 3374? That was get property for direction. We also don't need this. Some mushroom bats? Probably not, I think. I think we'll keep everything unique enough for now. Yeah, the blight bats are here, these boys. Got a little mushroom on their head. Anyway, let's continue with this. What do I need out of here? So what's this? I think we have that. We have that, we have that. Well, I think we're almost done, really. Pen properties got that. Get state for neighbor. Update, get outline shape, can place at, can replace, get placement state. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this one's meant to be. But I'll steal it anyway. Okay, this is more complicated than I thought it was. Someone map this for me. Right, let's steal all that. And paste that in here. Now we fix all the errors. Are there going to be new villages in the mansion? Maybe. We have not decided. I really do need to override on these or I'm going to confuse myself. Right, can place that. What's happening here? So what is this? If what does this do? Is block is valid place face. It's a good one for that. If what does this one do? Has direction. For direction. You're also a game dev, that's cool. Is this for the Dark Forest? Yeah. Oh, speaking of games, me and Max made a game for the Ludum Dare Game Jam. You might have heard of it. It's just a game jam. Took us 48 hours. We did quite well, actually. There was like something like 8k entries. Where is it? Here's our results. We got 4th in humor. There you go. And like 52nd overall. I mean, that's pretty good. It is pretty bad. Feel free to play. If you Google Gunther's plant, you'll probably find it. It's not very good. Don't go don't go out of your way to play it. Can replace. What was 8.2 again? Just Get property for direction. No. Get no. What's it 8-2? What do they call that? Is valid? I probably called that one. Yep. No. Can replace is valid place face. Yeah, zombies. Yes, that's probably a man around here. Let's just fly up. Can replace. I'm gonna come back to that one because I don't know. What does that 2 mean? I've never seen that 2 in my life. Clear bookmark. I made a bookmark apparently. Alright. Yep. Come back to that one. I don't like that. What does this do? Yeah, this is a complicated one. 6-9. If not, it's valid direction. I don't need this. Are there nether biomes in the mod? No, they probably won't be for a while because they just got like their big update. They're not a priority at all for us. What does this do? If block state is off, there's valid places. I think. I think this is getting its placement state. Ores are a tricky thing to add because they have to be useful in some way. There's no point just adding a new tool set for no reason. What's that? Field 2? What do they call that? I don't remember that at all. Oh, I see. Wait, what? What do these booleans do? Okay, whatever. I'll work that out later. X directions, Z directions. What does this do? I'm trying to work out. I have to work out what all this. I don't. Yes, that's always going to happen. Get property for direction. Get property for direction. Get. I'm just gonna say get state with directions. This is complicated stuff. Did Biome Makeover get ported to Forge? No? Who said that? What? It's not on Forge. Is it? I better not have made a Forge version. If they did, they didn't tell me. When's this meant to be called? If I can't remember what all these do. I should have put in Norse code first. Ugh. This is a slog to get through all this. I'm so curious what that is. Let's just say true. I'm just gonna load this up and see what happens, basically. If 8-1, what was 8-1? I forgot already. 8-1 is the one that says any match. Let's just search for any match. There's a lot of any matches. Did I not copy A1? Still A1. What does it do though? Return true for that. This is a pointless method that I will fix up later. Cool. Well, there's no errors currently, so I'm going to do what I can to get this to load. I'm gonna add a block state. Just copy. So this is not gonna be working. Is the best way to say this. But I need to do a couple of things first, like steal the glue lichen. Maybe steal this. And put that in there. Replace every word of Minecraft with Biome Makeover. Change any mention of glue lichen to ivy. And then we need to make a model. Ivy.json, and then we steal the glue lichen one again, but change it to ivy. Models block glue lichen. Steal this. Paste that in there. Let's change this to Biome Makeover. Block ivy. Change this now before I'll forget if I don't. Change this ivy in here. Cool. And then if I grab the texture, in theory it should technically be functional. Maybe. It's almost certainly going to break badly. But it's going to be a couple of hours by the sound of it, of me playing around with that, and I don't want to stream that because it's boring to watch. Let's call it ivy for now. Right, loading up the game. So how's everyone's day been? What's happening? Oh, last stream we made rootlings, which if you go on our Discord, there's some of those. I'll show them again once we load it up. Wow, Carrot's had a good day for once. That's an achievement, everybody. I'm doing alright. It's 10 AM here on Saturday. I had a bagel for breakfast. So that's basically as good as you can get. It's taking its time to load up. There we go. I don't find coding that boring since I understand it. I find it very boring to watch other people code, but that's good that you do. Hope you and Max have a good day. Max probably won't have a good day. I hope he doesn't, at least. Finally found out what's wrong with your mod. Good. It's always good. Playing your own mod pack includes Biome Makeover. Very cool. This is one of my favourite mods. Thank you very much. Hopefully we can continue to impress. Will it appear on the screen? Yes, it's small though. Big button. There it is. Hi. Right. Right, it's gonna look like this in my hand, which I figured. Is this gonna work? Cool. Let's see if I can fix that before I end the stream. So if I pop in here. Okay, if you can see the shape, you can see the shape of it where it's meant to be. So that's good. That's good. That's a good sign. If I press F3, I pointed to my monitor there, but on the side there it says down, east, north, over the side. So that's good. That's working. It's working as intended, except for the model not appearing. So let's find the error for that. Here. Ivy down, true. Is there something wrong with my block state? Or did they add new technology? How does vines work? Do vines work the same way? Because they might have had new technology in 1.17, which would be a pain, but I don't think they did. I didn't hear anything about that. Assets, Minecraft, block states, Vine. Oh, they did. I might be able to just steal this. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to definitely do work off stream, but if this works, I'm a genius. I have a feeling this isn't gonna work, just judging by it. Vine. Ivy. Place. IVU, which is a couple of those. Replace that with just Ivy. Why is there... Does Minecraft not care if you got leading things? Because that was just on the Ivy, right? It annoys me though. Because I think they changed how multi-parts work in 1.17. By the look of it, maybe. They're probably not, because it's the same for like a fence, isn't it? How does a fence work? It's a warped fence. Yeah, guys basically want this. I don't know why it didn't work. Oh, if this doesn't work, I'm ending the stream. Goodbye there. I can't pronounce your name. It is very Cyrillic. I'm sorry. F3 anti. Are you making poison ivy? This isn't poisoned, no. Hey, it's something. Actually, no, of course that won't work, will it? Hey, it's a start. You subbed, thank you very much. Hey, so I will finish this off stream because I think it's just going to be me crying for several hours until it works. Why is it like? That's because I haven't added it to a list that basically lets it be transparent. I always forget to do that. So I will fix that off stream. I'll post about it in our Discord. I'll show it off next stream. So if you're not in our Discord, there's a link to that in the description. If you're not subscribed, you should definitely subscribe. Help us get to that 1K. And that's pretty much it. So thank you all for coming out. There's a lot of you today, which is awesome. You subscribed. Thank you very much for everybody who's subscribed. That's awesome. If you want to be notified of other streams, hitting the bell is probably the best way to do that, because we don't have a stream schedule because we're not doing this for a job or anything. We can join our Discord and we let everyone know in there as well. So yeah, Discord link is in the description. Goodbye.